Hi guys, my name is Annie. Welcome to Thorisdottir. I am a professional CrossFit athlete. I've been competing at the CrossFit Games for the World Championships in CrossFit for the past 10 years. I have won the title Fittest Woman on Earth 2 times. I am from a small island, Iceland, and I am super excited to be with you guys today. Today, we are going to be going fast. I'm gonna try to teach you guys a little bit on pacing, breathing, and figuring out a little bit like the intention and the intensity that we should be putting into our training and the workout today. All right, what you're gonna need for this workout is 2 sets of dumbbells. One that's gonna be like a little bit light to medium weight, and then another one that's gonna be a little bit heavier. We're gonna be pulling that from the ground. You're not gonna have to do anything else with it. So you can challenge yourself a little bit on the second weight. We are gonna start out with a warm-up. I like getting nice and sweaty, getting the blood pumping. It's gonna make the workout that much better. You're gonna get more out of the workout because your system is gonna be ready to go hard. Because I want you guys to go really, really hard today. In the warm-up, I really like doing EMOMs as a warm-up. That means every minute on the minute. We're gonna start like a little bit slower, and then we're gonna try to pick up the speed and the intensity gradually throughout those minutes. We're gonna just do a 5-minute warm-up. All right, so a 5-minute EMOM. What we're gonna do the first movement is gonna be like, what should we call this? Handstand push-ups, but with our legs on the ground. So like a tripod handstand push-ups. We're gonna have our legs pretty wide. I'm gonna look between my legs. I'm gonna lower my head down to the ground, making sure that the head is in line or a little bit in front of the hands. And then extend on top, keeping the back straight. So what we wanna stay aware or be aware of is I don't wanna go straight down to the ground. I wanna load my shoulders, go up on my toes, and through the movement like that. The second movement we're gonna do is gonna be mountain climbers. There we're gonna be in a plank position, and we're just gonna jump forward with our legs, keeping our hips low and straight body. And the last one we have is gonna be a little bit of core. We're gonna do toe reaches. So we're gonna lie on our back, toes up, and we're just gonna reach up to the top. The rep scheme in this is gonna be anywhere between 5 and 10 reps. In the beginning, I would recommend maybe just starting with 5 reps, especially after handstand push-ups, just to make sure that you do it well and you get nice and ready. And then gradually throughout the EMOM, we're gonna maybe increase both the rep scheme and the speed. All right, let's get ready to start. Feet nice and wide, keeping the butt tall, and we're gonna go in 2, 1, and go. Loading up the shoulders, starting out with just 5 reps. Making sure to keep the back straight throughout, and full lockout on top every single time. Staying down, we're gonna go into mountain climbers. Jumping forward. Here we can do 10 reps. Finish those 10. Then you're gonna lie on your back, toes up, pushing that lower back to the ground and reaching up. You can also do 10 reps here. Reaching as high as you can on every single rep. When you're done, shake it off and get ready for the next one. We're gonna go again in 5 seconds. Getting ready, feet wide, and go. Now you can maybe go up to 6, 7 reps. What you're gonna think about, you're not just putting your elbows down to the ground, you're bending, putting your head to the ground, and elbows go a little bit out. And full lockup, pushing that chest through on top, getting the shoulders nice and warm. Then we're gonna go into the plank, and we're gonna do the mountain climbers. Jumping forward in the mountain climbers, keeping the body completely straight, getting a big step, and getting those knees to the shoulders, driving forward with the legs. When you're done, lie down on the back and reach up to those toes. Just keep it at 10 reps, reaching up as high as we can. We want to think about pressing that lower back down and reaching as tall as we can up on every single rep. And get ready on the next one. Press through. Load up those shoulders. Go straight into the mountain climbers. If you want to make this a little bit harder for yourself, you don't have to put the toes down on every single rep. You can jump forward, keep the speed, and increase into 10 on each side. So 20 in total. Then lie down on your back and reach up. We're more than halfway through the warm-up. You want to make this hard for yourself because you want to get nice and warm for the workout. So don't slack off in the warm-up. Reaching up, getting a nice squeeze throughout both the upper and the lower abdominals. And going into the second last minute. Load up those shoulders, keep the back tall, try to get your head a little bit further forward. Yes, there you go. And then press through on top every single time. Yes, there you go. Nice. Going into the mountain climbers. Keep the intensity. The mountain climbers, that's a chance to get your heart rate up. So nice all the way forward. You can see the speed he keeps. Try to keep those hips low. Driving forward every single rep. This is how we're gonna get the heart rate higher. Now you get the chance to get it down again, lie on your back, and reach up to those toes. We only have 1 minute left after this. Reaching up to those toes. Pressing the lower back down as high as we can go up. Good job. 10 seconds until we start the last one. I like the intensity. Get ready and go. Loading up the shoulders, press straight through, loading up. The more you go up on your toes and more weight you put on your shoulders, the harder it's gonna be. You control how hard you make this. Make this hard so that your shoulders are gonna be ready for the workout. Straight into the plank and drive those knees forward. Now go as fast as you can on those mountain climbers, keeping those hips low, head neutral. Get 20 reps for 10 on each side, 10 on each side. Straight onto our back and finish up with those crunches. Reaching up to those toes as high as we can. Rolling through, think about rolling through the back. One vertebra at a time, rolling all the way up. Woo, good job, guys. All right. See, that wasn't that hard. 5 minutes and we feel nice and we feel ready to go. So the movements that we have in the workout today is gonna be thrusters, it's gonna be sit-ups, it's gonna be deadlifts, and it's gonna be burpees. I think we all know these movements, but I'm still gonna go through them real quick while you guys catch your breath. So we're gonna use the lighter dumbbells. That's what we're gonna use for the thrusters. The thruster is gonna be a squat, and extension on top. So I'm gonna sit down in a full squat. When I stand, I'm gonna use my hips to drive the weight up all the way overhead into a lock position. We're gonna do 10 reps. When we're done with 10, we're gonna do sit-ups. And the sit-up, I want you guys to think about rolling through all the vertebrae on the back, starting with the top, all the way up, and touching our heels on top. You can keep your feet on the ground, or you can go into like a butterfly sit-up and roll through here. Making sure that we roll throughout the movement, crunching the abdominals as we can. Then we're gonna go into the dumbbell deadlifts. That's where we're gonna use a little bit heavier weight. Feet are gonna be about a hip width apart. I'm gonna load up my hamstrings, reach down to the ground, and stand tall on every single rep. 10 reps here. Going into 10 burpees. On the burpees, I don't really care how you go up and down. All that matters is we're gonna go all the way down to the ground on our chest, lying straight on the ground. We're gonna get up and we're gonna jump up and clap with our hands overhead. That's gonna be 1 rep and we're gonna do 10 of those. I know everyone loves burpees. The fastest way to do this is gonna be jumping throughout, but I'd rather you continue moving throughout the whole movement than be jumping the whole way through. So if you need to step, you're gonna step, try to jump, because you're gonna get a break in between. So we're gonna do 5 rounds of this, but we're gonna go every 3 minutes. So I want you guys to be able to finish with at least 40 seconds break. So I want you to be going fast enough that you get a 40-second break minimum. If you're not having time for a 40-second break, then you're gonna lower the rep scheme and you're gonna do 8, 8, 8, 8 of these movements. All right? Everyone ready? So it's gonna be under 3 minutes. 10 thrusters, 10 sit-ups, 10 deadlifts, and 10 burpees. Starting with the lightest weights, and we're gonna start in 10 seconds. 3, 2, 1, and go. 10 reps. Think about keeping the chest tall, driving up through the whole foot, using the hips to drive the weight up from the shoulders. Once you're done with 10, you're gonna go straight down into those sit-ups. Rolling through. 10 reps. Make sure that you keep your back on the ground when you're rolling through the movement, not just slamming up and down. Then you're gonna go to the heavier weights and you're gonna do 10 deadlifts. Here we wanna think about loading up those hamstrings and the glutes, keeping the back straight throughout the movement. Full lockout on top. We bend the knees slightly when we load up the hips and the hamstrings. When you're done with 10, put the weight down and you go immediately into 10 burpees. Chest and thighs all the way down to the ground, jumping up and clapping overhead on every single rep. You guys, this is supposed to be hard, so it's normal if you feel like you're already breathing heavy. Jump up, nice. He's already done, and this is about then, for Frederick, this is gonna be about 1-to-1 work-rest ratio. We're only a minute and a half in. Good job. So, hopefully you're about to finish your first round. That means we have 4 rounds to go. On the next round, I want you guys to try to think about where you're gonna breathe. If we hold our breath throughout this, it's gonna come down on us in that break. We need to start breathing really, really heavy to try to get oxygen into those muscles. So on the next one, we wanna think about breathing nice and well through the movement. The way I breathe through my thrusters is I'm gonna breathe, exhale on top. So I breathe in, I go down, and I do a strong every single time on top, because on top, I'm not under tension and I can exhale nice and strong. We're always gonna make sure that we get oxygen in, but we don't always make sure that we breathe out properly. That's what the hyperventilation happens. We're gonna be like, breathing really, really heavy. Focus on that strong exhale, forced exhale. So on the thrusters, exhale on top. On the burpees, we're gonna exhale on the bottom. So as we fall on the bottom, strong exhale. All right, we're going in 5 seconds. Get ready for those thrusters. Get the dumbbells on the shoulders and go. 10 reps, staying nice and upright. We wanna keep those dumbbells on the shoulders so that we drive and we're not struggling holding them in the front. That's gonna be so much core work, and we're gonna be leaning forward. If we keep them on the shoulders, we're gonna be able to be more upright. Putting the weights down and going straight to our back for the sit-ups, rolling throughout, touching the heels on top. When I say touch the heels on top, it's just to make sure that you get all the way up through the sit-up. So we don't wanna shorten the range, we wanna do the full movement. Once you're done, we're gonna get to those deadlifts. feet about hip width apart. You're gonna touch the ground on every single rep. Here, the arms are gonna be like straps. Completely straight arms throughout the whole movement, getting a good lockdown on top, and you're gonna feel that tension on the hamstring and the glutes. When you're done, this is where the work is made. This is where we get to go fast. The burpees, we're gonna move quickly through the movement, all the way down to our chest, jumping up and clapping overhead. That's just to make sure that you're actually finishing the full movement. So we don't wanna limit ourselves and be here. We wanna open up those hips and jump nice and tall. Remember, when you're doing this at home, if you cheat the movement or you do less range, you're not cheating on me, you're cheating on yourself. You already decided you're gonna commit to this workout, so commit to doing it well and fully throughout. Once you're done with the burpees, this is your chance to catch your breath. Nice and deep breaths. The quicker you go into nice and deep breaths, the faster you're gonna recover. We're almost halfway. You're done with 2 already. It's only 3 more to go. Once you feel comfortable enough, I want you to try to go into nose breathing. By doing nose breathing, it's gonna force you to breathe a little bit more calm and do a little bit deeper, more comfortable breath. It's not gonna be that gasping for air. Nice and controlled breathing through your nose. We still have 40 seconds. If you have not finished yet at home, you're gonna change the movement, or you're gonna change the rep scheme, and you're gonna do 8 of each rep. Because I wanna make sure that you're actually getting a break between. This is not supposed to be one continuous. This is high intensity interval training, which means you need to get the break in between. On the next set, what I want you guys to focus on, continue focus on that exhale on the top on the thrusters, exhale on the bottom on the burpees. But now I want you guys to focus on also keeping a good speed throughout. So we're gonna push the pace just a little bit more on this next one. We're going in 2, 1, and go. Try to push the pace a little bit. Still get that strong exhale on top. Nice and upright. We're gonna continue moving well. But even though we're moving faster, it doesn't mean that we need to compromise on anything else. It just means we get a longer break rate later, right? Rolling throughout those sit-ups. Quick transition to your back. The transition time is actually where we lose time if we don't move quickly throughout. Want to make sure to roll nice and well throughout. Yes, great. All the way to the top. When you're done with the sit-ups, you're gonna go straight to the dumbbells for the deadlifts. Nice work, those look great. Picking up the weights. Yes, make sure when you do the deadlifts, you wanna load up those hips. Load up the hips, back is straight. Once you're done with those, here's the best part of the workout. You get to go really, really hard on those burpees. Straight down to your chest, straight down to the chest, and jumping up on top. It's only 10 reps. It's gonna be so quick at counting down. Good job. The goal would be, if possible, to go faster on every single round that we do. So look at the timer as soon as you're done. We're almost halfway. Good job. Yes, 1:30. So now you have 90-second break if you finish now. Continue pushing that envelope. Try to go just a little bit quicker through. If you need to, you take it down to 8 reps. But I want to make sure the intensity is there. So we're kind of beating the purpose of the workout if we're having to stop and break up the thrusters or break up the deadlifts or stop moving on the burpees and resting down here between the sets on the burpees. Rather make it fewer reps, and rather than, if you have to on the burpees, just start stepping down and stepping up. That's fine as long as you continue moving. That's the most important part. All right, now on that next one, we only have 2 to go. Continue focusing. We already talked about where we're gonna breathe. Where we're gonna breathe on the deadlifts now is gonna be on top. So strong exhale on top. Breathe in and keep the tension throughout. Strong exhale on top. By having these things to focus on, you start forgetting how hard the work is, because you're thinking about how you're gonna be moving, where you're gonna be breathing. Time is gonna go by faster and it's gonna feel easier. It's so much just about your mindset, keeping your mind occupied thinking about something else. All right, we're gonna be starting in only 5 seconds. This is the second last round. Continue moving. 1 and go. 10 thrusters. Keeping that chest nice and upright. Great speed. Forceful exhale on top on every single rep. Whole foot is on the ground. If it starts being hard on your shoulders, getting the weight up, think about popping the hips. Squeeze the glutes on top. Pop the hips to get the weight up. It doesn't matter how quickly you stand up from the squat, as long as you thrust through in the end to get the weight overhead. It's not supposed to be just a strict press. Getting straight into the sit-ups. When you're done with the sit-ups, going straight into those deadlifts. Full extension on top. Making sure the back is completely straight. Forceful exhale on top. And then we go to the second last time on those burpees. We are almost there, you guys. Continue moving throughout. Make sure to extend fully on top on every single rep. Even though I say we're pushing the envelope and we want to go faster, we still want to do this well. I want you guys to make sure you're hitting those standards. It's only 10 reps. It's only 10 reps. Good job, guys. Make sure to open up on top. Open up on top on every single rep. Good job. All right. We only have one more round to go. 90 seconds till we started. So now I'm gonna challenge you guys at home to try to beat Frederick. So I'm gonna make sure he's keeping the standard, upholding it and doing it properly. But I want you guys to try to push the envelope and try to beat him by still doing it properly. We have 1 minute to go. He's been finishing the fastest in about 1:15. Let's see if he can beat that. I think he's gonna beat it now that I put the pressure on him. He's gonna go even faster now. The weights that he's going with 215s and he's going with 230s. It's not a really challenging weight for him, which means that he can move really quickly through these movements and do it really, really well. And as you notice when he's doing those thrusters, like I talked about that strict press, he is not resting and pressing through. He is using those hips and almost like jumping those weights up. All right, 30 seconds. We're gonna move quickly. This is the last one. You don't have to leave anything in the tank. Just go as hard as you wanna go, yes. All right, 20 seconds. Nice and deep breaths, nose breathing. Before we start, get yourself as calm as you can. This is it. This is where the money's made. All right. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and go. 10 thrusters. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Nice. Good lockout on every single rep. Rolling through those sit-ups all the way to the top, touching those heels. I know he doesn't like sit-ups, so he's probably happy there are only 10 in this. Going straight to those deadlifts. He's still gonna do it well, locking out on top, arms are nice and relaxed. We're gonna get a little bit of a burn in our glutes and our hamstrings right now. Good job, back straight, head neutral. 10 reps, going straight into those final burpees. 2, making sure to open well. 3, here we go, as fast as you can. 4, 5, 6, 7, last 3, 8, 9, and last one, 10. Nice work. That was 1 minute, 2 seconds. Good job, guys. Look at what you were able to do. I want you guys to finish at home if you're not done already, but I'm really hoping that you actually managed to finish fastest on the last one. It's fine if you weren't able to, but still think about the time that you were on the first one versus the time on the last one. You're getting enough time as long as you had over 40 seconds in a rest. You're getting that enough time so that you can do the workout with full intensity, push the limit, push yourselves a little bit further, and usually we surprise ourselves. The reason you're able to continue going is because the system is nice and it's warm and it's ready to go. That's the reason why we warm up well before we start. You're gonna feel more comfortable because the system is gonna flush quicker, the blood is running quicker through our body, flushing that lactic acid in those muscles, making sure that we can actually continue going hard. I'm gonna give you guys the last 50 seconds. Hopefully you're done now. You're starting to catch your breath. Make sure when you're catching that breath, nice and deep, long breaths, going into nose breathing as soon as you can. And then all we have left for today is we're gonna finish with a little bit of core work. I like finishing my classes with core. Almost every single time I train twice a day, but I like doing a little bit of core or stability work at the end of every single session. It's a nice way to kind of like calm the system and give your body and mind a break to rest and recover from the high intensity that you did, because this is not gonna be as high heart rate. The core finisher, I'm gonna have Frederick show you what the core finisher is gonna be if you come here. It's gonna be bicycle crunches and hollow rocks. This is gonna be the bicycle crunches. We're gonna do 10 on each leg, so 20 reps if you think it's easier to count every rep. Going into 10 hollow rocks. Yes. When we're done with that, 10 and 10, we're gonna go into 8, and we're gonna do 8 crunches or 16, going into 8 hollow rocks. Then we're gonna go into 6, 6, 4, 4, and 2, 2. This is gonna be for time, so you guys go as quickly as you can at home with still doing it well. What I want you guys to focus on when we do the hollow rocks, I want you to make sure that your lower back is on the ground. I should not be able to put my hand in between. Lower back is stuck on the ground throughout the hollow rock. A way to scale this movement is just bending the knees or having the legs a little bit higher. A way to find your position is I like having feet and hands up, and then you're gonna lower it gradually down to the ground until you feel like it's getting hard to keep the tension on the back. And from here, you're gonna be rolling. And then it's fine if you need to in the middle of the workout, change it into bending the knees. I want you guys to continue moving, taking as short of a break between the sets as you can. All right, let's start in 8 seconds. 3, 2, 1, and go. 10 reps or 20 in total. Making sure that the elbow, the right elbow is gonna touch the left knee, left elbow is gonna touch the right knee. Going straight into 10 hollow rocks. So 20 or 10 on each leg crunches, going into 10 hollow rocks. Making sure that we roll throughout. No clunking, shoulders falling on the ground, rolling throughout the movement. When you're done with that, we're gonna go to 16 or 8 on each leg. 16 bicycle crunches. Keeping that lower back stuck on the ground throughout into 8 hollow rocks. Making sure that we roll through. I know it's getting hard already, but you're more than halfway now. It's just 6, 4, and 2 left. Make sure that you continue doing it well, so rather scale the movement a little and bend your knees. Going into 6 or 12 bicycle crunches. Making sure we continue doing it well. Reach and touch on every single rep. If you're not doing it properly, you're just not getting as much out of it. You've already decided to do it. Let's do it well and do it with intention. Going into 6 hollow rocks or rolls. If you're having a really hard time rolling, you can even just grab your knees and roll through here, having as little tension on your knees as possible so that you're getting as much work on that core as you can. Going into the final or the last 2 sets, 4 or 8 bicycle crunches into 4 hollow rocks. Nice work, guys. Continue doing this well. If you need to take the break, you take the break, but have it short. Nice and deep breaths, recover, and then continue working. When you're done with 4, you go to the 2, 2 on each legs, or 4 in total. and 2 hollow rocks. Continue at your pace. Make sure you finish strong, finish well. These guys are done just because they're rock stars, but I want to make sure you finish it well at home. All right, guys, thank you so much for tuning in. I hope you enjoyed this. I hope you enjoyed some of the tips and cues I gave you throughout. You can use that in more things that you do in your training. Make sure that you're doing it with the intensity that you're planning on doing it. It's not just about going through the movements and doing the work. Yes, you're gonna burn some calories and you're gonna sweat a little bit, but you're gonna get so much more out of the workout if you do it at the right intensity with the right intentions. So I really hope that you enjoy getting some of those tips and some of those cues. But getting that breathing pattern down, you're gonna be able to move for longer. You're gonna be able to put in more work, not having to scale as many things. Thank you for tuning in, and hopefully I'm gonna see you guys really soon here again.